everyone. I'm Lonnie.
I'm Amberlicious.
I'm Single Sarah.
And we are Untitled Nerd Network, brought to you by Infinity Flux out of Hickson, Tennessee. And this is our third episode review. Westworld, Season 1, Episode 3, titled The Stray. This episode was really good. I didn't think it was quite as good as the first two.
No.
But it was still
good.
Pretty good.
It had some key points in it. And
yes, it did.
I don't know. You're right. It wasn't as good as the other two, but
probably the big thing on this is Dolores has gotten to the point where now, spoiler alert, just say
yeah, and if you haven't watched it, spoiler alert.
She's gotten to the point where she can kill now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's not really the biggest plot point. The biggest plot point is, what's his name? What's the guy's name that's always talking to her?
I want to say...
What's his name?
His name isn't Bernard, is it?
Yes, it's Bernard.
Yes.
Bernard left her on improv mode.
He never changed her back.
No, he left her.
Holy crap.
That's why she was able to shoot. The shooting was part of that, but the big plot point is he left her on improv and asked her to stay on loop. Yes. And I thought, this is gonna be really good, but it's gonna go terribly wrong.
Wow, yeah, I don't even...
Yeah.
She's thinking a lot more for herself.
Right, and she was already kind of doing that anyway in story mode, but...
And she was really bothered when what's his name told her that someday he would take her down.
Yeah, that was before...
Live.
That was before he even left her on improv mode, too, and that bothered her.
Mm-hmm.
She was like...
A lot.
Someday usually means never. Why, how come we never say tomorrow or... Today.
Or next week.
Yeah. She was asking about timelines.
Jeez, that little exchange kind of hit home for y'all, didn't it?
Yeah, I know how that goes. Story of my life.
I mean, but...
Dating
well,
life.
no. I mean,
Dating
I
life.
used to tell Joseph that when he was a kid. Like, when he was little. Oh, I want to go there. Oh, well, we're not going today. We'll go another day. And another day would never come. But he believed it. He went along with it. He's like, oh, okay. You know. He believed that till he's about 5.
Oh, God.
So, then I had to actually start doing some stuff I said I was going to. He's like,
Yeah. I mean, we got that. We've got... We didn't see the Man in Black.
No,
We didn't see
not
any
in person.
further.
We had Dolores having flashbacks of him.
Yeah, we got the Dolores situation.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the overall, I guess, the office situation where they're trying to figure out what the hell's going on. The main curator or whatever, played by Anthony Hopkins, he's kind of really striking me as almost the villain.
He's so hard to read.
At this point.
I don't know. Maybe I really get the vibe he's the one sabotaging everything.
Were you thinking that maybe, Arnold is the name?
Mm-hmm.
Of the dude who was his partner or whatever? You get the feeling like he might be the Man in Black? Or would that be too obvious?
That could be, that's a good...
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Because, I mean, he made the statement last episode, I'm never leaving here.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, that could be a thing.
You got the Man in Black.
But it was weird how, like, Dolores was having flashbacks of the Man in Black doing the same things other story characters were doing. It was weird. Like, the Man in Black took her to the bar in the first episode, and then the guy took her to the bar in this episode. And she was having flashbacks of him doing the same thing. There was another instance in the show, too, where she did that, and I don't remember what it was.
Well, he said that he was there. he had been there before, so maybe he saw that happen
Right.
and wanted to recreate it. Like maybe she's been doing the same thing for 30 years.
Yes, that's true. He could be recreating storylines that have already happened that we've not seen yet.
Yeah. Well, we have seen it.
We seen him do it.
Yeah.
We didn't see this one till tonight with the other character.
Okay, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm thinking maybe that's what happens when Teddy's not around.
Maybe.
There's a lot of really kind of... really, the weird thing is they've got this new narrative, this new storyline, where Teddy leaves her and goes with this other group to kill this guy named Wyatt, who it doesn't end well for him at all. Like, they really ramped it up.
Yeah, that...
And is it weird that he shot at like 5 of them and never did any damage?
Drop. Yeah, that was so strange.
I think there's something up with that. I don't know.
I don't think that had anything to do with that white guy they were looking for. I think maybe those were like outsiders being weird. They had masks on and
like
shit.
sabotaging the...
Yeah.
God, I mean, there's no telling what...
Because you can act out any fantasy you want in this world.
Yeah. They can all get together and just be a bunch of, cannibals lurking the hillside or something.
It could be. Or, I mean, that scene had like a purge feel to it.
It did.
With the mask and stuff. They just all went after him and...
Those are pretty gruesome murders when they're nailed to the trees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because you get the vibe from that. There's some people that come just to have a good time, but there's a lot of people that come to this place to live out their fantasies.
Their
like
murderous, violent tendencies without getting in trouble.
Yep.
Which that's kind of creepy.
Huh.
And
Yeah.
how about that one guy that got stuck and smashed his head?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal with the robot committing suicide is. That was the episode is called The Stray, and that was where the team, the man and the woman, are tracking this stray across the desert, trying to figure out what's wrong with the programming or whatever. They find him in a little pit.
Well, even she calls Bernard and is like, I think he did this on purpose.
Yeah.
And obviously he did, because he tricked him into coming down there. But then when he got up there, he took the rock and smashed his own head in.
Which didn't make any sense.
Maybe he went insane.
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, God. Like this,
It's like every episode we have more questions. We get questions answered, but then there's more to it.
I'm almost thinking like this is the episode where, you're going to have a point where there's so many questions, and then it's going to kind of level off, and they're going to start getting answered. I think we're probably at like that apex,
Probably.
where we don't have any clue, but now we're probably over the next 7 episodes at least going to start figuring some stuff out.
Anyway.
Because they've done a really good job these first 3 episodes really setting up a lot of mysteries.
Yeah.
We've got about 8 different things that we want to know.
Right. Heck, I want to know what happened to Bernard's son.
Because they didn't really
that
go into detail.
Explains a lot about his demeanor.
Yeah. He's almost wanting to make up for... he's somehow responsible. Do you think it has anything to do with the swimming story?
I wondered if it did. I just knew he was going to say, and I let him go and he drowned. Like, I was waiting on him to say that, but he didn't.
Well, she interrupted him.
That's true.
I don't know.
But, that was a perfect analogy for leaving her on improv mode.
This is really becoming one of our more interesting shows that we're watching. Like, it sucks having to stay on a schedule, because I just want to sit down and binge like the next 7 episodes.
I would totally do that.
Right? Yeah, I know.
Like, absolutely. But could you imagine having to wait a full week? I mean, that's what we're doing right now, but we'll be able to knock these out twice a week here in about a week.
New season starts.
Speaking of, we will be starting to review these, the season as we're recording this,
Yes.
the season finale of The X-Files
Is this
is happening Wednesday.
And
And
after
then
that, we'll be doing Wednesday.
after
Sunday.
that, we'll start doing our Westworld reviews live on Wednesday and Sunday nights. You know, scheduling pending. But yeah, what do y'all give this episode?
I'm gonna give it an 8. It was still really good. I had, the whole leaving her on improv. That really did it. I was just like, holy crap. What could possibly happen? That's exactly what I thought about. It still wasn't as good as the other ones.
This episode is probably going to be one of those you look back on as this is where everything turned.
Yeah, true.
This was the big plot twist.
And then she went and found the old dude that came with his brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Like, how did she find him?
She remembered him too.
I think
she did remember him once she saw him, I think. I think she just happened to cross his path.
Oh, she remembered him from when she first... I forgot that he saw her. He kind of...
I didn't think she got shot though, but she acted like she had gotten shot when she fell on him.
She did act like she got shot, but...
Wait, when he met her, where the hell was Teddy at?
I don't know. Was he already gone?
No.
No?
He was the one that got the can from her.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
She dropped the can and he got it. Teddy wasn't anywhere around.
There's no telling.
I don't remember.
But, we already know that before he left her on improv, she was free thinking a little anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, who knows, she might have just left Teddy over somewhere. She tired of him saying, we'll go someday.
All right.
Mm-hmm. What do you give this episode?
This episode, I'm going to give it about an 8.5.
Okay.
It wasn't perfect. There were actually points. See, the last 2 episodes, I've been glued to the TV.
Mm-hmm.
This episode, I was able to kind of take care of some computer work and kind
I
of
scheduled stuff for the
listen to a little bit. But it was still really good. It was entertaining. Had a really good ending. Without the really cool plot twist. If you were to chop the last 10 minutes off of this one, it probably would have gotten about a 6. Because
probably
if
so.
there's one thing this show does is give you a
probably give
good
it a
twist, cliffhanger ending.
Every time.
So what do you give it, Sarah?
I give it a 9. I liked it.
Okay.
I was glued. Mm-hmm.
So this one was one that we rate highly, but it wasn't perfect. The other ones were pretty damn good, but these were not perfect.
Anything else we need to discuss as far as Westworld's concerned? What are you looking at?
I was sitting there looking. One of the characters' name is Logan.
Oh, that's funny.
William finds an attraction he'd like to pursue and drags Logan. Oh, okay, so William must be the cool dude and Logan must be his brother-in-law.
Okay.
And they're out trying to find that.
Yeah, because he's like, he wants to go on a bounty trip. Dude just wants to get laid all the dang time and shoot people.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's like, you brought me out here to be by myself, so to speak. I won't say what he actually said on air.
All right. Well, that's it. We will be back again next week for another Westworld, and then we're going to start doing them 2 a week.
Yay.
So, anyway, I'm Lonnie.
I'm Amberlicious.
I'm Single Sarah.
And we are Untitled Nerd Network, brought to you by Infinity Flux out of Hickson, Tennessee. This has been Season 1, Episode 3 of Westworld. The episode was called The Stray. Catch us next week for Episode 4. What's that episode called? It'll be called Dissonance Theory. Sounds fun. Anyway, we'll see you then. Thanks for watching.